Hi there, welcome back to another one of my 8K virtual tours. This time I'm going to be taking you around two really cool cities, first Shenzhen and then to Hong Kong. This is the first of my virtual video tours that I'm shooting with the Insta360 X5, which has just recently been released. This camera can also shoot 8K resolution, much like the X4, however it has improved sensors, larger sensors, and an improved night mode. So some of the videos I'm showing you will be shot at night and we'll see how they look. But starting off here, this is a really cool place in Shenzhen, a park, and yeah, I loved this city. I was so pleasantly surprised with how modern it was and how quickly it's been built. Basically the whole city was built in about 30 to 40 years. It's really, really insane. I really loved visiting. This was my first time in China, and I was only there for not that long, so I didn't get to see all of it in all its glory, and I could only stay in Shenzhen, could not go anywhere else due to the limitations of the visa, but it was still an amazing experience. It was really cool to see such a new modern city and all these skyscrapers, the mix of the old and the new. It has some really awesome light shows, which I'm going to show you later in this video, but for now, just have a look around, have a look and see what the video quality of this camera is like. Do you think it's better than my other videos that I've shot? Because the quality should be a little bit better. So here is the first video shot at night, and like I said, the Insta360 X5 has a night shooting mode called PureVideo, which is supposed to remove noise, make night videos look clearer, make colors look brighter, and keep everything looking as sharp and clean as possible. And I think here it does a pretty good job. Shenzhen really comes alive at night. The buildings light up, everything is glowing. It's just really, really crazy what they do with their buildings, as you can see here. This is just one of a number of cluster of skyscrapers in this city, and yeah, it was really impressive to see. And I think the camera is handling the environment pretty well. So I mentioned a light show, which I'm showing you now. This is in Shenzhen, and this is crazy. The whole center of the city becomes basically a light show, and you can view it from this park. Now this is about 15 minutes condensed into 30 seconds. I'll show you some of the light show in a kind of slower normal speed, but yeah, this was the whole show, and it looked absolutely amazing. I was really, really blown away by how amazing this was. So yeah, you can see it here in normal speed, just a little section of it. And yeah, this is just one of the best things I've seen in a city. Like, there's so many LED lights to create this kind of city-wide screen, this display, which happens every day, by the way, at the same time, viewed from the top of this park. So yeah, if you ever find yourself in Shenzhen, then you have to do this. This is definitely one of the best things I've seen for a long time. Okay, so now we are in Hong Kong, and while I did like Shenzhen, I loved Hong Kong. I really, really did. It's such a unique place. I mean, this is classic kind of cliche, but a mix of East and West. And yeah, I would love to go back and spend more time there without having to film. So I did a lot of filming while I was there, only there for a couple of days. So yeah, this is Hong Kong, and this is the famous Bay of Hong Kong. And yeah, I think this shot looks great. I think the mix of the riverside, waterside view and the city behind is a really awesome place to film. I've found lots of awesome places to film with my 360 camera in Hong Kong. It has lots of kind of monuments and unique areas which just suit this kind of shooting really, really well. It's fun to look around, and yeah, I'm hoping to show you just a taste of what Hong Kong is like. But even myself, I only got to stay there for a few days, so yeah, we're going to move on to a little boat ride now. So this is one of the boats that takes you across from the Hong Kong island to Kowloon. I think that's how you pronounce it, but basically the mainland. And it's a really quick trip. These ferries cross daily, basically hundreds of times a day. There's dozens of ferries crossing all the time. So yeah, this is a really cool little trip. And yeah, I thought I would film it. Here we are on the other side of the on the mainland, having crossed on that boat, and this is really where you get to see the famous Hong Kong skyline with some of the more famous buildings. And yeah, it looks really amazing. I was so happy to be able to come here. Hong Kong has always been somewhere that I've really wanted to go. So yeah, I fully recommend it if you ever have the chance. Yeah, so this area is quite different from the island. You can immediately tell the vibe is a bit different, but still really awesome and massive. Like, the whole place is absolutely huge, and you're going to see how huge it is and how dense the buildings are, because I'm going to take you to the top of the skyscraper you can see, I think, behind, but basically the tallest building in Hong Kong with some amazing views. So yes, this is the view out of one of the windows in the viewing platform of the tallest building in Hong Kong, and this was a really amazing place to visit. If you are in Hong Kong and you want to get a cool view, then this is probably the best one, because you get to see the Hong Kong island and the rest of the city from just an extremely awesome perspective. And you can go all the way around. It's kind of a 360 degree viewing platform. You can look at every part of the city. So yeah, this camera here, not struggling a little bit because it's so bright in one lens and so dark in the other, so it wasn't really that dark in real life. But yeah, I really love this view, and so did this person apparently, who is standing right next to me. Okay, so I mentioned this in my first video I made on this channel about Hong Kong, but the building you see in front of you, the Bank of China Tower, is the famous building, probably the most famous skyscraper in Hong Kong. Something about this building, I love it. I think it's like something from the future. I remember seeing this in pictures when I was a kid, and I was really obsessed with architecture and buildings, and I just thought this looks like something from the future, and I think it still does. It's such a cool building. I was so excited to see it in real life. As you can see there, I'm kind of in awe of it a little bit. Yeah, it was actually built the same year that I was born, so we share a birth year, I guess, and yeah, I just really loved seeing this building and walking around it. Now, when I said there was awesome places to shoot in Hong Kong, this has got to be one of the most unique. This kind of fountain, which I found in a park actually close to that Bank of China building that I just mentioned. This was kind of crazy, and yeah, it looked really cool, and I thought I've got to film this in 360 because it's going to look amazing. However, it is very loud, so yeah, I've turned down the volume here, but once I stop talking, you'll see how loud it was. But yeah, it was also extremely wet, and my shoes and socks got really wet standing in here, as you can imagine. Right, so we are back at night time, this time in Hong Kong, and Hong Kong also comes quite alive at night as well, with not as much as Shenzhen, I must say. There are so many lights, and yeah, it really is a great place to film at night as well. So yeah, I am testing this in a slightly more difficult scenario, because we only really have the lights from the street lights and some cars, so this is a slightly more difficult test for the X5. And yeah, I think it still does pretty well. Bearing in mind I do some post-production editing to kind of improve contrast and, you know, just improve the look of the video, but it does not take me long. I do it in Premiere Pro and it takes around 45 seconds for each video, so it's not intensive, so you can get similar results yourself if you want to shoot this kind of video. So now we're getting into the more of the night, where all the lights are, you know, the city vibe, and yeah, I love Asian cities for this. Like, they just come alive at night, and I love the extravagant lights, the extravagant nature of Asian cities at night. Very different to Europe, but also, yeah, Europe has its cool cities as well, but something about the neon lights, the advertisements, I just love it. So yeah, walking around here, the camera's doing pretty well. I set it to a higher shutter speed so that you wouldn't get any shaking effect, and it's handling it pretty well. I think this is watchable, and yeah, so if you wanted to move around with your camera as well, the PureVideo does help with that too. This is the final shot I made in Hong Kong, and this was a really cool square with this lit up area, this building that lights up in a really extravagant way. So yeah, I loved Hong Kong, really want to go back, and I loved shooting with the X5. I think the X5 for 360 videos like this is a really awesome option. There's no boost in resolution compared to the last version, but there definitely is an improvement in video quality, particularly at night. But even in the day, I think captures slightly better colors and sharper video, just because it has a larger sensor, more light can get in, and everything just looks a little bit better. So yeah, I had fun filming this. I hope you had fun with me looking around Hong Kong. I will be shooting more of these kind of videos whenever I visit somewhere interesting. Let me know if you like these videos. Sometimes I'm not sure if people do, but if you do, please leave a comment. I really like reading them, and yeah, let me know what you think of the X5 as well. Stay tuned, because I've got more videos with the X5 coming up and tutorials on how to use it.